So this is the test kit we use ourselves to
Okay.
check the chemistry in the pool. All the different reagents are color coded to the specific instructions and they're labeled differently. So this one is 001, followed by 002, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. First, we'll start with chlorine. So the most important chlorine reading here will be your free chlorine, which is chlorine available to kill bacteria. And to check for free chlorine, we need to rinse and fill the small tube up to the 9 milliliter mark there. We can test either or, the pool or the spa, because it's the same water, but we always add chemicals to the spa, to the pool itself,
Okay.
never to the spa. We fill it up to the 9 with pool water. Next, we add 5 drops of 001, 002, and cap and mix. Recorded as free chlorine, parts per million. So 001, 5 drops. And 002, 5 drops. If I could open it. You can cap and mix. And now we're comparing our color to the left side of the number, Cl for chlorine. So right now I would say we're somewhere in the 5, maybe 7.5.
Okay.
Ideal chlorine throughout the swim season is between 3 being ideal and 5 being the most we want.
Okay.
So in this case, we're right around 5 or so. So if we want it, we can decrease the amount of chlorine that's being produced. So it gives us our ideal chlorine.
Okay.
But at least we know that we have chlorine in the water.
Right. Okay.
Yep. And then as far as increasing or decreasing the chlorine, that could be done through the remote or through the panel there.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just grab the remote. So if we go to menu, down to settings, press select, and then we go down to IntelliChlor. This is where it tells us the chlorine production for the pool and the spa.
Okay.
Okay, so at 50% chlorine production, it's giving us maybe a little bit too much chlorine.
Okay.
So what we can do is decrease this amount so the system is making less chlorine, as to be more balanced on this end. So I would say from 50%, we press select until the percentage is highlighted. I'll say we bring it down to 30, which is more ideal for the time of year at right now.
How do we know what the percentage though? Is it on there?
Correct. Well, no.
Okay. How do
There-
you know the percentage?
There's no magic number that says this is the number it needs to be. Just if 50% is giving us too much chlorine, then ideally you want to bring down the percentage.
Okay.
As to how much or how little is something that you have to play around with really and keep up.
Okay.
It's not a magic number that will let it go, you know. But 30 itself, it's good enough production to where we're warming up and it should keep up with the chlorine demand. And as we get more into the season, hotter temperature, let's say we're using it more, at that point that number might need to be increased to make up for needing more chlorine.
Okay. Where's the chlorine coming from? Is it?
From the pool equipment itself.
But do you add pool chlorine there?
No, basically the salt that gets added
The
into
salt.
the pool,
Okay.
correct. The system can register that and then extract chlorine from the actual salt.
Okay.
So together with salt, you need to have an ideal salt level for the system to create its own chlorine. And then from there, we can tell it how much to produce. So again, if we go to menu, down to settings, down to IntelliChlor, that's where we find the percentages. And let me bring that down to 30. The spa, whether it's 1 or 2%, that should be all you need. Because in theory, you should already have chlorine in the spa whenever you use spa mode. So we only keep a 1 or 2% just for the sake of not burning all the chlorine you may have in there while you're using or heating up the spa.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.